Hello guys, welcome to my today's video. This one is one of the ranked battles I played just a few days ago, and we are playing epicenter mode on map Tears of the Desert, and I decided to play one of the most overpowered ships, and that's the tier 10 premium Russian cruiser Stalingrad. In the beginning, I spawned on the right side of the map, so I decided, okay, I will go towards the G6, G7 squares, hide behind the islands. I will try to have some flank shots on the enemy team, and that was my basic plan, and stop the enemy push from the right side if there will be any, right? So that I'm in strong position. I'm hiding from the crossfire from the left side behind the island, and playing really carefully. So in the in the beginning, and also I realized that when I saw players typing in chat, I realized, oh, there's a very good player on enemy Stalingrad, so I need to be really careful about him. And you will see, I was paying the whole game, I was paying attention where he is. So our destroyers were Holland and Shima, and they start pushing immediately into the mid, which is good decision. It will be difficult for him because there is the enemy Stalingrad on the E8 square right now, but our Holland was able to spot the Marceau, so I immediately start focusing the Marceau, because focusing destroyers is important, and I will pop my radar when I will be close to reloading, just to allow my team to spot the destroyers and start farming them, right? The Marceau is behind the island for me, so I cannot shoot at him, but I can still shoot the Shima, so I took the opportunity and I will send one more salvo towards the Shima. And it's always good to focus to destroy enemy destroyers and take down a lot of their hit points, and for example disable their torpedo tubes. And I knew that the Shima will be sending torpedoes most likely to my direction, therefore I will need to push behind the island, which I did, and luckily even our destroyer Shima, which was smoking right now in that position, was smart enough to move forward, so he won't be eating any torpedoes. And there are the 3 sets from the Shima. And yeah, so right now I'm sitting here. As you can see, my Kufus is like 1 square behind me. He is like hiding behind the rock, and I don't think it's good position. I don't think he has shots on the Montana, Stalingrad, or the Shima. Maybe with his rear turrets, but his front turrets are definitely behind the rock. So he's a little bit out of position. And the Yamato Venezia, Thunder, and Worcester are on the left side, pressuring the enemy left side. Here the Shima did a little bit mistake. He should reverse slightly bit and turn behind me, because he sailed in front of me and start turning to the right. And we saw on minimap, because my previous radar discovered that there is a demo, so he was in actually visual range for the demo to spot him. So yeah, that was a little slight mistake by Shima. He was punished by some hit points. He lost some hit points, but still he survived, and he started flanked the enemy team, which was amazing, and I realized that there's Des Moines, Quaters, Thunderer, and I was also afraid of the Stalingrad pushing in. But luckily they were not pushing together. The Des Moines was the first one to push in, but then he stopped behind the island. Then the Quaters was pushing in, and they were pushing one by one. So if I would be in troubles if they all three just push towards my right side over here, and I would be really in big troubles. But because they decided to go one by one, I have no troubles dealing with one ship at a time. And especially because when they were sailing from behind the island, they were giving the broadsides. They were giving significant broadsides, and our Quaters behind me already had some shots when they were crossing here between through this gap. So he had some shots. So now I was thinking, okay, will I have some shots on the Des Moines? But no. I find out no, I won't. So I just start focusing on the Quaters, which is already half hit points. And it will take me like 2 salvos to kill him because he's giving full broadside, and he was forced to give full broadside because of Shima torps, and I'm nicely angled, even though he had the possibility to hit my front citadel, but luckily it wasn't enough. And I realized that from the left side I'm spent by Marceau, so I will push slightly forward, but just slightly. This is safe position. I'm still behind the island and nobody's detecting me, so there's nobody endangering me and taking a lot of hit points. Here I was hoping that Des Moines will do a mistake and will give me broadside, but he didn't. But anyway, we shot, we got one overpan, and yeah, that was it. So this flank, basically, their flank collapsed. Luckily, the enemy Stalingrad at the E7 square stayed there and was hiding behind the island. So it was good position from him. Therefore, I'm trying to slightly push forward because I see that these two guys are leaving me, or leaving this flank and trying to run. So I will push forward, but I still will stop here, just barely in front of the island, because there's Stalingrad and Montana on the left side, which can crossfire if I would push further ahead, right? Unfortunately, our Yamato was pushing into the middle cap. I don't know why he didn't stay further away. He has the range. It's alright for cruisers or destroyers to push there, but yeah. Now we finally have a crossfire on the Des Moines and Thunder, so I immediately start focusing Des Moines, and that was a citadel hit on the Des Moines. I left him with only few thousand hit points, or it was around 2,000. He started to heal. I tried to blind shot him, and you can see I'm reversing because I realized from the left side they could hit my my bow, and I could get punished heavily. So now the only visible ship for me is Stalingrad, and I'm trying to push again slightly back in front, hoping that I find the Des Moines. I couldn't find the Des Moines, so I will be farming the Thunderer. But I realized that my curve first is pushing. Then my Quaters is pushing to the right side down there. I need his help, right? So I pinged him to get back, And he was pushing actually behind the island, so it was really bad position. He was completely out of position and he wouldn't have anything to shoot at. And in the meantime, the Shima spotted the Des Moines, which was giving again broadside. So I focused him and I was able to kill him. So we get rid of one radar cruiser. There's only the Stalingrad, but he's like almost behind the island for the Shimas, and he's being focused from the left side, so he's quite preoccupied. So I'm focusing Thunderer, which is forcing the Thunderer going away, and Shima is actually torping the Stalingrad. And again, here I stay behind the island, but now I realize, we respotted the Montana, and I'm giving a slightly bit of too much ship, and it's immediately Citadel. You can see I was just barely in front of the island. There was only this flat part of the island, and it was enough for Montana to hit my Citadel, front Citadel. So I reversed immediately, popped my heel and start cutting away. Now our Shima is pushing in, trying to get the Stalingrad, and I finally the Kurfürst is pushing back in front. I see Stalingrad pushing ahead, so I'm also start accelerating. I also accelerate and trying to hit him with only my front counts. I'm not pushing any further because of that Montana was trying to push me. The first salvo, I missed somehow. It went probably all into the water. I don't know how I aimed. I must screw the aim, or maybe the RNG wasn't with me. But yeah, so we were able to get the Stalingrad, and I'm still afraid of the Monty, right? The Kurfürst is shooting the Thunderer. The Thunderer is still sailing away, and Monty is pushing in, and our Shima is focusing on Monty with torps. And first salvos, one salvo she sent to Marceau, and I saw right now Montana is behind the island, Thunder is behind the island, and Stalingrad's position is actually also behind the island. So right now I can cross this gap. And push further, because there's nobody who can shoot me, because all of them are behind the island. Therefore I stop here, and I will, Shima or Holland torped their Montana, so there's one battleship down. The Thunder is still pushed by our Shima and Kurfürst. I'm trying to stop here, trying to hit the Marceau. Our Holland was probably blocked by Thunderer, and he lost all of his hit points, and that forced the Marceau basically finished the Holland, and he stopped reversing. If he was continuing, I would kill him, but for him, luckily he stopped, and I hit him with one shell, and it was overpen. I left him with 400 hit points, right? And I see the Kohi, the Czech player, or Czechoslovak player, from the Black clan, which is one of the best Czechoslovakian clans. He's reversing, so I want to punish this mistake, and I did. I hit him with one Citadel and 4 overpens, right? 1 full pen, 4 overpens, and 1 Citadel hit. And I tried to hit him with one more blind salvo, because then he disappeared. Because Wooster was pushing, he killed Buster was pushing in, he killed the Marso, but he was finished by I don't know whether he traded with the Marso or the Stalingrad finished him. But I saw that Kohi was pushing behind the island, so I was allowed to sail forward, and now I will be turning into that gap, this gap on the left. Our Kurfürst died. He was trading all the time with the Thunderer, maybe even a little bit with the Montana. Somehow he was giving probably too much broadside, and Thunderer farmed him, which was unlucky because for quite a long time he was out of position, and then when we could use his help, it was he died, right? So that was a little bit unlucky, and I didn't realize, but my Shima died, and he actually pushed into enemy Shima. He was immediately detected, and Thunder was able to block him. So right now we are 2 versus 2, me and Venezia against Thunder and Shima, and you can see I do not have any heals left, I do not have any radars left. But I know that the Shima is somewhere in the mid, and I saw that Venezia was pushing away. I caught Thunder broadsiding, so immediately first salvo at him at Citadel, 3 full pens. I took a lot of hit points from him, and Venezia also started to focus him. Unlucky, the Venezia was not pushing in to mid, but she was running away, which I was quite scared, because right now I'm pushing into the enemy destroyer and I don't have radar, right? I saw the torpedoes, they missed. It was like probably 1 salvo. And I saw fire coming from the left. So I finished the Thunderer, luckily, without being hit by him heavily and being punished. So I maintained my health, and now I'm trying to. I know where the Shima is now, so I know from which side to expect the torpedoes. I loaded high explosives immediately, and I'm trying to sail like here behind the island in case the Shima is sending torpedo in my direction. Now I saw, I'm detected. That means Shima left the smoke, and I was thinking, wow, where he wanted. Originally, I would think he will go left, but he screwed up. He beached. He screwed up. He made mistake. He beached. I couldn't believe it, and bam, that's it. That's the game, guys. Alright guys, let me show you my results. So, we did 166,000 damage, almost 67,000 damage. We scored 6 citadels, we got some fires, we defended, we assisted in capture, but let's go through the flags or the achievements, sorry, through the achievements we received. So, first one, Confederate. Second one, Close Quarter Expert. I didn't even know that my secondaries killed something. I thought it was, I killed, it probably was the Shima, which was in the secondary range and ended up being dead by, shot by my secondaries. So that was really nice. The next one is Dreadnought, Kraken Unleashed, First Blood, and High Caliber. Right? And let me show you the team standings. So we end up first with more than 2,500 base XP, right? And last, let me show you my build on the Stalingrad. So let's go through the equipment first. So upgrades. Main armor modification 1. In the second slot, definitely I'm running the surveillance radar modification 1, which is the upgrade purchasable for coal and gives you more. It prolongs your radar duration by 20%. Third slot, definitely aiming system modification 1. Fourth slot, damage control system modification 2. Fifth slot, concealment, and in the sixth slot, sorry, I am getting main battery reload time, so to boost my DPM. I don't think we need to go range mode because the range base range is already 20.4 kilometers, so it's enough to be capable to crossfire all over the map. So okay, let's go for captain skill. So I'm running 19-point captain, and the skill order I picked the skills is this one: priority target, expert marksman, superintendent because you want more heals, you want more radar, concealment expert, fire prevention, basics of survivability, and as the last I picked adrenaline rush. So it's basically tanky build, so you reduce the duration of fires and chance of catching fires, right? So this is my build. So for all you guys watching this YouTube video, I would like to thank you. Like the video if you like it. If you don't, subscribe, and see you later, guys. Bye.